9-1 Eastridge. 8-2 Wayzata, and this was as good as it gets. Eastridge surviving a wild one. Look at Dominic London. His short touchdown run put them on the board. That's a high school version of beast mode. Wayzata's defense helped them come back. This interception set up a touchdown, and it was back and forth the rest of the way until Grant Ryerson made a 42-yard field goal to give Eastridge the 31-28 quarterfinal game win. They will face the winner of tomorrow night's Maple Grove-Burnsville game.
On Eastridge, where the Raptors win it on a 42-yard field goal, game winner. Eastridge knocks off Wayzata 31-28, advancing to the semifinals.
State 6A last night. Great touchdown catch by Osceola's Demario Armstrong. The Orioles beat a top seed Lakeville North 24-21 to advance.
Osseo outlasted Lakeville North 24-21. In the fourth quarter, Osceola's Prince Crua scores on a short run here, beating the defenders to the pylon, giving Osseo a 10-point lead. Lakeville North here tried to rally late. Quarterback Drew Stewart finds wide receiver David Lindstrand for a touchdown pass, but it wasn't enough. You see Osseo celebrating. They advance to the semis 24-21.
Started like you might expect. The Eagles from Eden Prairie taking over on special teams. This punt gone bad for Totino-Grace. That ball's going to bounce around, but it's going to end up on the six-yard line. Eden Prairie has possession. They will cash in. J.D. Spielman, the man, again, like he has been all year, finishing the short drive.
13-6 after Alec Hetherington scored this touchdown to put him ahead at 13-6. But then in the fourth quarter, Kyle Halverson to Alec Spevacek. 13-13 tie with that beautiful pass. And then just over 7 minutes to go, Gayflor Flomo would score the touchdown to put Grace ahead. They would add another touchdown and upset Eden Prairie tonight, who had won 40-plus consecutive games in a row, 27-13. Coyote Awasika, number 74, the block that opens the hole, and Isaac Collins is gone. 37-yard touchdown, and it's 7-0.
Things couldn't have started out better for Maple Grove. On their first play from scrimmage, Isaac Collins takes it 38 yards to the house. 7-0 Maple Grove just 47 seconds in. And on their next drive, they take advantage of some great field position. Brad Davison, quarterback sneak, makes it 14-0. It was 17-0 after the first quarter. That was the score at the half. The score went to 25-0 in the third as Davison keeps it himself, 27 yards for the score.
Crimson, Brad Davison keeps it himself. 27-yard quarterback run, two-point conversion good. Wow, Maple Grove up
25-0 after the two-point conversion. Burnsville shows some life in the fourth. Tucker Shepley hauls in a 41-yard catch. First and goal at the 9. Next play, Steph Olson Jr. rumbles in to make it 25-7 with 10:41 left.
On Burnsville, 25-0. Stephen Olson Jr. touchdown run for the Blaze to make it 25-7, but Isaac Collins had quite the night, and Maple Grove is going to the state semifinals. They beat Burnsville tonight 32-14.
But Maple Grove had one more answer in him. Isaac Collins finishes what he started. He rumbles 31 yards for this score, and Maple Grove advances 32-14. How critical were those first two early scores?
Oh, I mean, anytime we set the tone, I think that was big. I think we got up 3 scores after the first quarter, and it was good. They had to kind of play from behind, and we kind of let it linger for a little while there, but we always felt like we were kind of in control.
Oh, it's great. I mean, we're on to step 4, and we're on a mission this year, though. But we got Eastridge. They're a good team, and we'll take care of them, but we're ready.
Next week, Grace and Osseo will meet at Minnetonka High School on Thursday night at 7 o'clock. And then Eastridge will face Maple Grove in the other semifinal, ironically played at Eden Prairie High School. That game will be played on Friday.
What a football game. The Cinderella North St. Paul Polars took their stellar defense at St. Thomas Academy. They gave up 35 points to the Cadets in the first meeting tonight. Jake Kabetowitz a sack. STA matched defensive intensity. Alex Zwaszka a sack. It was settled late. Sean McFadden of the Cadets rushing for the game-winning touchdown and only score of the game with 1:25 left. St. Thomas Academy figures out a way. 7-0 Cadets.
And that's Eric Longton, the head coach for North St. Paul, deserves a lot of kudos. Polars won just 7 games in the last 4 years leading up to this season. And their defense did a great job on a goal line stand in this football game. 0-0 late in the game, and I mean late, under 2 minutes to go. Sean McFadden scores the game's only touchdown, and St. Thomas Academy beat North St. Paul. 7-0 was the final. Dan Petrzewski, the quarterback for South St. Paul, to Ryan Duffy. This is a 40-yard gain against Fridley. It would set up a touchdown for the Packers. Malik Holmes will score the TD to put them up 28-0, and the route was on. A little bit later, Tyree Carruthers will find Andrew Swain for a touchdown pass for Fridley. Heavy pressure by South St. Paul, but he's open. Final was 37-14.
South St. Paul led 37-7 when Fridley got a late score. This is Tyree Carruthers to Dayton Lindsay. He'll get behind the secondary. Nice play, guys. Too little, too late. The Packers will play in the semifinals. South St. Paul 37, Fridley 14.
Jefferson Lee the fifth for Marshall. Big touchdown run against Stewartville. 54 yards to make it 7-0. But Stewartville would roll after that. Andrew Quant to Clyde Stecker, 6-yard TD pass right here, and Stewartville advances to the 4. What a great catch. 4A semi.
Dale battled 2 Tigers in this one. Marshall QB Trey Lance had a tough second half. Stewartville just swarmed him all night long. Marshall just seemed to keep going backwards because of some really intense pressure from the Stewartville defensive line. Stewartville on offense, well, they did their part. This is Andrew Quant to Kai Strecker. That's a TD. Stewartville 35, Marshall 7.
His first ever trip to state football tonight, it was a tough one. Touchdown by Pipestone, or nice run rather, by Pipestone's Austin Moeller. It would set up a TD pass from Braden Bartman to Justin Rops as he rolls out the left-hander. That's a tough throwback and a nice catch. This was all Pipestone tonight.
Pipestone, Howard Lake, Waverly, and New Prague High School. Pipestone got on an offensive roll. Brady Bartman, a quarterback sneak, 6-0 lead, and they were just getting started. Howard Lake Waverly won just 1 regular season game, then won 3 straight in the sections. Pipestone's Austin Muller scores by ground. They win in a big way. Pipestone 63, Howard Lake Waverly 13.
Zachary Ogile out, Ben McAden's in, and nice touchdown run, and it's 32 yards and 7-0 Panthers. Eric Shaleen would get in for St. Michael to make it 7-6, a 22-yard TD scamper. But McAden's again, they run this option to perfection, fakes it, keeps it up the middle. He's gone. 62-yard TD run, and the Panthers lead 14-6. Touchdown coming up by Mitch Cardis. They would miss the 2-point conversion, so it's 14-12 St. Michael. 6 seconds left. Mitch Bergeri. It's a 43-yard field goal for the win. St. Michael-Albertville hands Spring Lake Park their only loss of the year. 15-14 was the final. Unbeaten Mankato West beat Rochester John Marshall. Charles Terry, 6-yard TD run. They go on to win 42-20.
Mankato West was very good against Rochester John Marshall. Quarterback Robert Meidel takes it himself. They have an assortment of weapons again. Van Niles is another. He turns this into an explosive play. 4-6, can't catch him when he gets a step. The Scarlets look like they are good enough to go the distance again. They win 42-20.
In St. Peter today, the State 1A quarterfinal game involving Minneapolis North. The undefeated Polars taking on Tracy Milroy Ballatin, trying to get back to the state semifinals. And it was the Tyler Johnson show. If you haven't seen this young guy play, you are missing out. Today, he had a hand in 7 touchdowns, including 6 TD passes. He's number 10 in gray, the quarterback. Watch this run by Johnson. 68-yard TD scamper, 186 yards rushing on the day, and the Polars are in front 6-0 to start the game. He threw 4 touchdown passes in the first half. A bullet to Isaac Johnson, 31 yards to make it 27-7. Then this one, it's an 80-yard play to Azaric Rogers, and North wins 54-29 to advance as he gets into the end zone. So they will play Bram in the semifinals, who knocked off Monoman 44-6. The other side of the bracket, Minneota, will play Goodhue winning last night. Watch this crazy interception batted around by Bo Pauley for Becker. Boom, 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 gets it. It would lead to a touchdown. It's Andrew Stanger to Alex Might. 30-yard score. Becker's up 14-0.
Defending state champs in 4A found a way against Orono last week. Today they routed Benilde St. Margaret's Andrew Stanger to Alex Might. That's a nice looking 6. The Bulldogs turned up the volume early and made a statement in the process. Millen Kent keeps going to the end zone. Becker puts it on Benilde 48-7.
And they just roll. Stanger to Jake Phobie, 62-yard TD strike, 48-7. Becker rolls Benilde St. Margaret. So Becker now will play Stewartville. Luke Narveson. This is an 87-yard touchdown run. Narveson had a great day for Belle Plaine. They actually led 14-0, but he would leave the game in the second half with a shoulder injury. Watch this now. Tri-City United's Aaron Chamal fumbles this kickoff, picks it up, and he will go 94 yards for the touchdown. He had 4 TDs on the day, and Tri-City United wins to advance in the 3A semis.
Tri-City's Eric Chumnell. He's not the biggest, is he? But doesn't matter. They scored 28 points in the second quarter, went on to win at Tri-City 41, Belle Plaine 24.